Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Sorry if I am a little bit lower on the energy today. I'm currently on a medically required vocal rest due to some issues I've got going on. You can read about that in my community tab if you're really curious. But today we've got Enter Heaven. I've been enjoying this event, honestly, as I have been pretty much every event since I started playing NIKKE. I just haven't listened to the music because I knew I'd probably be getting to this. And I cannot for the life of me get I can't. She is every single time pulled away from me. I've gotten Guillotine, I've gotten Rouge, I've gotten Morin. I cannot get for some reason. It's the first, true issue I've had pulling a character. Usually I get them within about 30 or 40 pulls. I cannot get her. I've had about that many already, so now I'm getting concerned. So I guess that's kind of beside the point. I'm just going to be listening to the theme because I have not heard it yet. I play these things muted when there's a new song so I can avoid that, but again, that's kind of beside the point. And without further ado, let's go! It's already the perfect vibe. This is exactly what I would have expected. Ooh. That vocalist isn't who I expected. No gods above, no faith to give in. Couldn't have picked a better voice though. I stand broken. We pierce the lies. No gods above, no. I love Cosmo's electronic fuckery. Ooh. Oh, I love that break. I'm loving that baseline arp. Just keeping that on the triplets. We claim the name. Ooh, really heavy side chain on that fade there. Is he gonna do something different or keep the status quo? Ooh, a little different. I love him moving around the sounds between the ears every time. Ooh, that was the end? No, come back, I want more. This song, super fucking fun. Obviously very cyberpunk in vibes. I love the energy that Cosmo threw at this one. It again is the perfect culmination of everything I've come to know about the situation here. It just feels so right for this character. A little bit of sass, very complicated, but also in some ways kind of simple. Similar to a lot of electronic stuff I've been talking about with music theory involved. I can't do too much of it because there's just not too much going on when it comes to electronic music. A lot of the times they're simple and they tend to stick around one or two chords for the majority of it. For this one, it's mostly E minor and A minor, and then there is C in there as well. I think it goes up to an F at some point, maybe. Not entirely sure on that one, but it does have a B minor in there, I think. So, like, there's a little bit going on, but it tends to stick on just one or two of those, like the E minor and the C for most of the electronic stuff for the bulk of the track. And then there's also that like breakdown at the end that seems to go between the E minor and the F. So again, just a little movement, but there's some connector chords in there, and that's basically all it really gives you. Not a bad thing at all. It's just how electronic music works with music theory. You tend to stick on that one set of chords and build everything around it. Usually sound design is more of the focus in this genre, and very much the case here. I mean, Cosmo had some fun with this one. I mentioned the like triplet sort of like bass line thing that was happening, that I love those. They're all over the EDM scene. It's not like this is a unique thing to this song. It's just a quality I've always enjoyed. It just feels so good. And it's such an easy way to separate the song just a little bit to keep things kind of moving at like an average pace, while there's also syncopation going on with the main melody usually being on a standard count. So it just kind of feels good. So EDM doing that a lot, not at all a problem, more or less just a trait of the genre itself. And again, lots of sound design for this one. I loved a lot of what he was doing with the moving the percussion around in the ears. I mentioned that a lot, how much I love the use of stereo space. Very much the case here. It feels so good. It feels so good to have things move between the ears and just have it around your head. And that's something Cosmo does constantly that always gets me to come back to listen to more, because it's never the exact same thing either. It's not like Cosmograph has a playbook of exactly what he needs to do every single time and he just follows that verbatim. He experiments with it. He moves things around in different places depending on what the song needs. And that's how a true artist should use their sound design. You shouldn't just make the same song over and over again. Or if you're making a different song and it's unique, don't use the same tricks, you know, just kind of like, you know, the whole one trick pony thing. Don't be that. You can have a few tricks, like a little bag of tricks that are like yours that you use, kind of signature stuff. That's fine. But when it comes to the actual design of the song, any song, you need to listen to what the energy of that track needs from you as the composer. So it's that quality that always gets me to enjoy Cosmo's music, because no matter what genre he's touching, he's always messing around with stuff and moving things around in really fun ways that keep my brain going burr constantly, and it just feels so nice. And that's again one of those qualities that just this genre has in a general context, but people are better at it sometimes than others, and Cosmo was one of those people who just gets it and knows how to play with all those little tools. And it's just like, okay, what are you going to do this time? How are you going to approach this genre, this sound, this energy, the tone that you need for this character? Will it fit? Is always the biggest question. And for EH, I think this works extremely fucking well. And also, like I mentioned, for the vocalist, I didn't really expect to hear, honestly, a male vocalist on this song. I think I've just heard so many female vocalists that I've just come to expect that. But this guy fucking nailed it. He fucking bro, dude, he fucking nailed it. Perfect quality to the voice. Has just enough of that like textured scratch to his voice that it feels like it fits in with this like kind of cyberpunky tone. And it's a good sound. It's a good feel. It's something where it's like, this guy probably sings stuff that's more like rock than this on a regular basis, and you can kind of hear those qualities in how he's singing, but that doesn't make it bad. If anything, I love it when people use like rock vocalists for EDM. It's so underutilized and underappreciated. I feel like too many people are so used to hearing just a pop vocalist on electronic songs, and it's like, no, you need to get some people with some like dirt in their voice. You gotta get somebody with that muddy throat, somebody who knows how to control that distortion of their own voice to match in with the distortion of the song in an electronic piece. It's just part of the character, and it's something that sure does happen a lot, but much like Deadmau5's Welt, it's one of those qualities where when it shows up, you know the second it shows up that you're like, bam, that's the voice. You just, yep, it just fits. It slides right in like a puzzle piece made in heaven. It's like one of those satisfying videos with like the cube sliding down into a perfectly shaped hole and it like disappears. That's the type of result you get with this sort of song and this sort of vocalist. When you just get that match made in heaven, no pun intended until I realized what I was saying there, that's what you get. And it's just, it's fucking baller. Cosmograph did it. He nailed the song again. Who's surprised at this point? Cosmo fucking does this every day. And I'm like, man, is he going to be able to do it again? Am I going to have one of those songs where I'm like, but it hasn't happened in like, I think 2 years or something was the last time where I was kind of iffy on one. It's been a while. Cosmo listens. He fixes stuff if there's something wrong. He learns from his mistakes like Tony Stark and he improves. That's the best fucking quality you can have for an artist. And it's something that Cosmo has done to the point where now I'm just singing his praises every single time I make a video. I'm not trying to glaze, he's just good. But I do think that's about all I gotta say on this one. Like I said earlier with the music theory stuff, I can't really get into that due to the nature of the genre, so I'm not gonna dive into any of that deeper, and I've said everything else I wanted to, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you want me to get to another song from like this event, or maybe one that I've missed in the past, something from NIKKE, drop it in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!